Hey, it's Barbara Ireland, and I am doing a video every single day for the month of November. Today's the first video. They're all going to be something to do with mind loop insights. I don't know what yet. It's just going to come flowing through. Today, I wanted to talk about, the first D of the de-looping method I do is called detect, and that's detecting what thoughts are being playing in your head. And the technique is called spy on your mind. And spying on your mind is really odd because your mind is spying on what your mind is saying. And the reason I wanted to talk about it today is because during my meditation, I was watching what thoughts came in my head. I mean, it was like 15 minutes straight of spying on my mind because a very few of those minutes did that my mind actually calm down. Maybe 4 of the 15 minutes did I actually get the mind to be quiet. And oh boy, that feels so good. But when I watched these thoughts, I decided to start noticing what categories of my life was I looping on. And it wasn't I didn't really expect to find a loop. I was just watching the thoughts. But I found 2 areas today that I literally was looping on, and I catch myself in loops very frequently now. It's because I've been doing this method for so long. I'm rarely caught off guard. But I didn't know. It was 2 things. One was a conversation I'd had with my neighbor maybe 15 minutes earlier. And I just kept thinking about it. It wasn't like I was thinking bad things or good things or either. It was just replaying it over and over. And in my book, I mention that we have 60,000 thoughts a day, average. That's what the research tells us. And that 90% of those thoughts are repeats. And when I heard that statistic, I thought, what on earth could we possibly be repeating? Well, my God, did I hear it today. I kept repeating this conversation. And I honestly, for no apparent reason, it wasn't even a big deal conversation. It just was repeating. So that was the one thing. The other thing that kept looping was that of all the things I want to tell you this month, that, I may or may not talk about whatever I was thinking of, but I kept thinking, oh, I can't wait to make a video about that, and I can't wait to talk about that. And honest to God, it was non-freaking stop, this looping, constant mind. So that was the one thing I noticed today in my meditation when I was detecting my own thoughts. The other thing, it's very curious, my friend, that have you ever noticed that your thoughts and your feelings have a beginning and a middle and an end? It's really interesting. I noticed it with thoughts today for sure. They would pop in my head and it would kind of rise up to some kind of peak and then it would go away. And either my meditation would actually work and I'd be calm for a while and feel really good, or the new thought would come in, it would begin, it would peak, and it would go away. And that's how our thoughts work. And also, emotions work that way. We might think of when I felt depressed in my life, I would think I'm depressed all the time. Like it feels all the time. And if we're anxious people, we feel anxious all the time. When we're stressed, we feel stressed all the time. But literally, it's not all the time. We just we aren't detecting this. So this morning, it was one of those mornings where, I was just trying to do normal things. and I kept getting blocked with just dumb stuff, just dumb things, computer problems, that kind of thing. Just, oh, seriously, this one problem after another. And I started getting really frustrated. And I noticed when the frustration began, oh no, there's that feeling. Okay, here we go. And it peaked, and I actually made a sound in my apartment just to let someone out. I'm like, wah! I don't know what the neighbors thought. But it felt good to just let it out. And then I left my apartment and took a walk. And as I walked, I felt the frustration starting to go back down. It began, I noticed it peaked when I went, ah, and then it went down. How fascinating that we are in a constant flux of change as human beings, as entities in this strange flesh body and this cosmic, bizarre, who knows what it is mind. And it's constantly in this state of flow, just like waves, up and down, going this way, going that way, different currents. So I don't know if you meditate, but if you do, man, is that an awesome time to start detecting your thoughts. Now I'm on to some of this looping that was kind of semi-inconsequential. It wasn't causing me major pain or anything, but it was interfering with my meditation today. I'm on to that. And also, I did quit thinking about that conversation until I start talking about it right now with my neighbor. But how bizarre. I wonder how many conversations I'm just replaying over and over and over for no apparent reason without even having some strong emotional attachment to the conversation. Oh my God. Our minds are so incredibly bizarre. So that's your insight for today, or my insight for today to give to you. And I hope you got something out of it. And try just keeping a keen eye on detecting your thoughts today and just see what you come up with. It's fascinating. All right. See you tomorrow.